Are you a life coach or healer who's looking to find more clients on social media, but you don't exactly know where to start? Don't worry, I got you covered in this video.
We all win when we all win. We all win when we all win.
Hey there, my friend. I'm Super Sid,
The Marketing Shaman.
and today I want to go over with you specifically how you, as a life coach or healer, can go out and find clients on social media. Now, I'm specifically going to be talking about 4 different ways, and really what we're going to be talking about today is going to be going out there and specifically attracting clients, attracting people to you that they know they need your help. And the last one that we're going to cover, I'm specifically going to go over how you can do it at mass, and I'm going to go over a specific strategy that one of our clients did just a couple weeks ago to close over 6 new high-paying clients in under 2 minutes. So stay tuned. So really, to get this started off as a life coach or healer, when you're going out on social media, you need to kind of take your stand. You need to put your flag in the ground is kind of what we call it. And specifically, one of the ways that we want to do this is what we classify as our profile funnel. And there's other videos that go really deep into profile funnels for all the different social medias, but I'm definitely going to touch on it here for you today. So when you go and you create a social media account, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, like you're on here, right? Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever it might be, you go and you create a profile, right? And on that profile, you're typically able to put in assets, pictures, descriptions, links, stuff like this. And you're able to go in there and you're able to build what we classify as a profile funnel so that when people come and visit your profile, you can guide them right to where you want them to go so that they can consistently know where to go so that they can find and get the help that they need from you when they visit your profile funnel. The second way that we like to make sure that we can not only attract but identify, right, people who need our help on social media is what I classify as my friend request hack. And what my friend request hack is it's basically identifying, right? We build our profile funnel. People come to our profile, they see who it is that we are and how it is that we can help them as a life coach or healer, and they come like, oh my gosh, they do that. I need that help. And then what they're doing is they're going to go, and usually one of the first things they're going to do is they're going to want to connect with you. Right? They're going to want to connect with you, and they're going to do that by sending you a request or by starting to follow you. And specifically on social media channels, right, like Instagram or Facebook, you're going to be able to set up or go in when they, start to follow you or send you a friend request, and basically send them a quick question. Acknowledge that they sent you the friend request, but remember they sent you a friend request because they saw your profile funnel and they were interested in wanting to connect with you, right? So by sending them basically over a message, being like, hey, what's going on, so-and-so? It's very nice to meet you. What made you decide to reach out to me today? That question right there is going to get them to be like, oh, I saw your profile. It's awesome, right? And going to help you guide, and point conversation into the direction of you being able to help them. For a specific tutorial on the friend request hack and all the step-by-steps and worksheets, make sure to visit the video that I have on this YouTube channel called the friend request hack. Before I go into the strategy that helped one of my clients get over 100 leads for their business using this specific strategy on social media, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out new and exciting videos every single day showing you and other life coaches and healers specifically how you can make your first or next 100K in your life coach and healing business. Click on that button below and subscribe. All right, so the next way in regards to finding clients, right, when it comes to finding clients or finding people who need your help, right, or need help, need your help to get healed, whatever it might be for your life coach or healing business, right, we really want to look at Facebook groups. Facebook groups are huge when it comes to being able to find clients, and here's specifically why. I'm going to go over why they're important, but I also want to make sure to touch on where most people who are trying to use Facebook groups or doing their best to use Facebook groups are doing it wrong. So here's a specific strategy that I went over with one of my clients not too long ago. And what it is really when it goes into choosing the Facebook groups that you want to pick, right? So they were a life coach and they wanted to help men who recently were, going through some mental trauma or had recently gone through some mental trauma. And what he was doing was he was going into other mindset coaches groups and basically trying to find people, right, in those groups that were attracted to that group through the leader of the group that wasn't him. And he was talking about how he was just not doing very well in generating leads, generating traffic, talking to people in those groups. And because mainly what he was doing, he was spamming. He was just friending these people, sending random messages to people he had never met, doing everything he could to get in front of those people one-on-one by sending out these messages or just kind of spamming them in their messenger. But what I really told him to do was his problem was in the groups that he was joining. right? In the groups that he was joining. And what we really want to make sure is that when we're joining the groups online that we're joining groups where we're the highlight in that group. We're the specialty, right? So what he did was I talked to him, I said, what is the situations, right, that your customers or that your prospects are in right now? And let's focus on those situations and let's find the groups where people are talking and helping people in those situations. And what we found was that it was a lot of, he was working with people with trauma. And there are a lot of people that were in trauma where he could meet them were retired athletes, right? Retired military, right? People who just retired. There was a lot of, but what we had done is we had found people where they were traumatized, but they were in these specific groups. They were in retired athlete groups. They were in, other groups where these people would be, right? Where these people would be. And maybe they wouldn't know 100% that they needed help yet, but a lot of them do. And a lot of them have already tried. And the reason that is because those people are sitting in that group, but they're sitting in that group for a different reason. My client was able to go in this group and simply just talk about his superpower, talk about how he helps people in those specific groups, and he was one of the only ones in those groups. So then he was able to become omnipresent in the group, and he was able to be known as the person to go to get help when it came to men in those groups, needing help for what his superpower was able to provide them. Before I go over with you a strategy that I taught one of my current clients here recently so that they could make 6 high-ticket life coaching sales for their business in under 2 minutes, right? I want to ask you, what are the social media channels that you're using right now to try to find clients? Put your answers down here below in those comments. All right, and the last way that I really want to talk with you about how you can go out onto social media and that you, right, this is one that generates cash, not leads, not interest, but cash. And we call these profitable presentations. And what a profitable presentation is a way for you to go out and sell at mass. That means present to multiple people, right? And there's many different types of presentations that you can do. You can do things like summits. You can do things like, of course, webinars, master classes, right? Web classes, right? You can do things like workshops, which is very popular right now, but any way that you can get in front of people at mass. And there's multiple ways that we talk about doing this, but any way that you can get in front of people at mass is going to help you talk to those people, all who have the same problems. All who's coming because they have the same problem. They want the same solutions. They want solutions to feel a certain way, get to a certain thing, right? Or get help with a certain thing in their life right now. So you're able to then present and demonstrate to them at mass, allowing you, right, to sell to multiple people, to present to multiple people, to help multiple people, right, at one time instead of having to do it over and over 10 different times, right, in one day, right? Doing individual consult calls as a life coach or healer when you can just do it all right there in a presentation. So what I would really, really advise you and talk to you about, if you were a client of mine, was if you're not doing presentations for your business, figure out ways to do presentations for your business. Figure out ways to demonstrate what it is that you do to help heal people, in your business. Because by demonstrating to people over and over and over again, they're going to then gain that trust that, oh my gosh, this person can help me with that thing. And then they're going to stay around and they're going to keep watching. And when they do that, right, they're going to start wanting to come to these presentations. They're going to get closer and closer and closer into you. And those presentations, doing them consistently are going to get you one step closer every single time you do one to finding and attracting more and more clients to you who need your help. Are you a life coach or healer who's looking to make your first or next 100K in your life coach or healing business? Well, I got something for you that you're going to love, and it's what I call my Life Coach Launch Workshop. And right now you can get your free invite to come to this workshop. Just head over to 100kjourney.com/register, or simply just click that link in the description down here and I'll give you your free invite. Don't forget, we all win when we all win. I choose to win today, and I hope you choose to win by clicking that link in the description and getting your free invite to our next live workshop. We'll talk soon.